Hi, I wanted to point out some of the new Calypso features that are going in at Piedmont High School Millennium and, PMS. Your wall panels are now working. You may want to just use this right now because the software is still being updated as we add more features. So the wall panels work this way. Button 1, 0 or 0, 1 will turn your projector on. By default, it will also pull in any data, any video from your VGA, your computer. If you press 2, 3, that will call the office. It will keep binging and dinging the office until someone picks up. This might be useful if you have an emergency in your classroom. The 4, 5 button right here will switch back the inputs and the source on your classroom AV system so that it will use your video, your VGA. This is useful if you use your DVD, VCR, and then want to go back to using your computer. The HDMI button will pull in the source from the HDMI wall port. Right now we don't have too many HDMI devices. This in the future might be a Blu-ray player, it might be an Apple TV, this might be a student Chromebook. The video button will gather the source from the RCA cables. This is probably your DVD, VCR. This button right here, which is Ent, maybe it's Enter, but the microphone button will return any sounds to baseline. So if you're switching sources and then you're not getting sound, click this button once or twice and it will return the sound to the correct sound level base depending on which source you're on. And of course, I think these are self-explanatory. You can turn the volume sounds up and down. So the other thing that's new in our room are these new wall ports. We used to just have cables hanging out of the wall, and now we have this new interface to plug things into. So the thing that is most important right now is that all of you now have a new cable that connects VGA, it plugs in here, and the other end of it goes into your dock camera or into your computer. Underneath it is a little 3.5 millimeter audio jack. The cables in your room for VGA have an integrated audio line. So this one that's hanging out can be plugged in right there. The other end of it can be plugged into your computer to capture any audio and put it through the system from your computer, a YouTube video or whatnot. If you have one end plugged in here at the wall, but you don't have the other end plugged in, it's very likely you could get a buzzing sound because it's listening for the audio that's not there. So if you're getting this buzzing sound, your options are unplug from the wall or plug in at the computer. But you can't go all half-cocked on this. You got to be all in. Plug it in or unplug it. Below the VGA and the audio is also really good if you just want to plug your phone in. You can get just a regular little 3.5 and plug your phone in to listen. And Yana has extra cables. All right, below the VGA is the RCA cables. The yellow is video and the white and red are audio. You can plug your VCR or DVD into these and they will pull the sound and video up and put it through the projector. Again, this is the HDMI. Coming soon to a classroom near you is a voice enhancement system. This wearable microphone will project your voice throughout the classroom, evenly distributing the sound so the kids in the back hear. This has been shown to improve student achievement across the board since a lot of kids aren't really hearing you clearly. When you get one of these mics, it will need to be charged, has a rechargeable battery in it, but it needs to be charged every night. So turn it off, there's an on and off button on the side, charge it, and the next day it'll be ready to go. You can turn it on, a green light will shine when it's on, and it will project sound in your classroom. The black dot on the ceiling of your room is the IR that sees the lanyard, or if you've got wall mount speakers, it's the black part on the speaker that sees you. When you walk out of the room, you probably won't be in view of those black IRs, and so it won't be able to project any sound. That's really good if you have to go correct a student out in the hall. No one will hear you. There also is a mute button, so if you press the mute button, the sound gets muted and the light will blink green. You should adjust the sound level so you just barely hear yourself. You can turn it up louder on the wall panel if you really need a loud voice, but you should just turn it up so you barely hear yourself, and that will evenly distribute the sound. This will not only help student achievement, but also may help you with your voice. So these are the new features that are coming out. There'll be more in the future. Stay tuned. But again, I would recommend using the wall panel for now. We're going to be integrating some new features into the software, so there'll be new iterations of that. But you might have best luck with this for now as we iterate. Thanks a lot. Bye.